add it up. Who'd you get that by? That's cool. Don't be on the mic. That's cool. Nobody can hear you.
I didn't know you were starting.
Yeah, bro. You heard the music?
You heard that music.
We
boy.
on.
Okay.
We live, bro.
What else you
You in front of
need?
tens of people.
Okay, but at least I didn't move the mic.
Not
Dozen.
Even, well, one day we'll be to dozens, bro. You're in front of like 8 people, 8 listeners right
Today.
now. How does that feel? Are you nervous?
No.
You're gonna have to take the hoodie off. It's gonna get hot.
Dude, it's gonna get real hot. This fan don't be cranking like it used to.
Yeah.
Fucking today on the pod, we've
Something
got
told-
our longtime homie.
Justin.
Nah, okay.
Long time
Forgot his
listener,
name,
first time
sorry.
caller.
No. The homie Justin from
Daddy Longlegs.
Z World and the Foot Locker homie.
Mm-hmm.
Representing the mall. Like fucking all of us do.
Yes.
And finally got him in here in the stew. Dude. Fucking stoked.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, you heard him knock on the last podcast.
Nah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
No.
You mentioned me back on when Nod was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, this is the same Justin.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
the one
him.
where y'all said y'all was scared of my parents.
Did we say that?
his
Yes.
dad,
Yeah,
when they
specifically
came
my
in-
dad.
Yeah, you when your dad.
Oh,
came in,
yeah,
it was
you-
like, is Justin? Yes, sir. Yeah, no, I'll go
Yes,
get him
sir.
right now.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm like, cut the explicit music.
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
it. Cut
No.
it. You're like, look at me. Yeah.
Fuck at me.
Straight.
Yeah. I'm like, no.
No.
Yeah.
Put it back on SpongeBob. I'm like, shit. He's here.
Fuck.
He's like, how's your mom? And I'm like, yes, sir.
Yep.
She's fine. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. So what the fuck has been up, bro? It's been like years since I've seen you.
I legit
Yeah.
haven't seen you in years either.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, ever since probably Foot Locker.
Yeah, Foot Locker. I used to go up because he was at the you were at the mall last out of us, I think.
Was I?
A bus 3?
think
Yeah.
so,
I was
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Out of us three, and every time I would go to the mall.
Oh, you for sure were. For
yeah, 'cause you were
years.
still at the new. You were at the new Foot Locker after they moved or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I would go up in there all the fucking time and just wait till I saw Justin and he didn't see me, and I'd go yee-yee to the back
That's all-
of the
that's all
store,
you
and
had to
he'd be
listen
like, and he'd be like, huh?
That's all you listen for. If you hear a yee, it's one of the 4. It's either me, Hylton, Kodie, or Nod.
Yeah.
It's any
It's the
one of those.
homies.
Where did that even start from?
I think when G-Eazy put his album out, not
Was it?
2 albums ago. When he did that, when he put his album out, that's whenever we started doing it.
A word?
Yeah, because he did
I
the
don't even know.
hee-hee in the beginning of one of the songs.
Did we? I don't
Yeah.
remember. I really.
Well, I mean, it
don't
might not
See,
have come
I-
from there, but
I think that's really. I feel like we just.
I
made
think,
that up.
yeah, one of us maybe started it, and the others were just like, yep, that's us.
That's all.
and
I'm
we
saying.
just
I
all
used
went
to
with
do-
it.
Yeah, I used to do it because it was like a country dude thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Country dude's like, yeah.
You know what it is?
Jalen?
I actually started it.
I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot Jalen does that too. I forgot Jalen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jalen does it. You know what it honestly is from? It's from this dude used to call turtles. And I know this sounds crazy, but on Discovery Channel, there was this dude. You can Google it. It'll be on
Talking about
YouTube.
the turtle guy?
Yeah, he fucking... You're laughing. That's exactly
No,
what
I
it is.
know.
And he'll fucking call turtles. He'll be like, yee.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
goes
yeah.
really quick.
It's the
I
fucking,
picked that up from him. I was like,
Turtle
oh, I got,
Man. Turtle
Yeah.
Man.
Hey,
on
that's
fucking,
that's the call. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. For real. You look
And he
him
had-
up.
What? Fuck,
He
what-
does it
He
crazy
had
good.
some other shit, too. He was, like, known for.
He used to catfish. Like, or whatever you
Noodle?
call it. Noodling.
Yeah, he was a big noodler.
And dude,
Big noodler.
I mean, he looks like the guy you call whenever you have an alligator in your house.
Oh, dude.
You're like, there's a fucking bear in my house.
100%.
He looks like the
Any
guy you would
wild
call.
animal, he's got you. You know what I'm saying?
He looks like Jeff Foxworthy wrote a bit about him.
Yeah.
You might be a
Jeff
redneck
Foxworthy
if
wrote him as a person.
you catcall turtles.
Yeah, he
It's
was
wild.
a big turtle guy. A turtle man, I should say.
Yeah, dude. We fucking... I say we, but y'all were in high school.
Yeah.
Y'all grown little men now.
Grown little man.
Grown
We're
ass
both
little men.
22. Your
Both
birthday is like maybe
22.
5 days before me.
Yeah, right? Damn, that's wild, dude. Yeah, both of us fucking 16, 17-year-olds when we fucking started there.
Yeah.
I started when I was 16, I know that.
I think I was already when I was 15. Like, I think you got hired, like, I think exactly a year after me.
Really? So you were working with Chase then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. You were in
Bro, you went through a lot of people.
Yeah.
My boy.
Did you leave
ran
before
through
I
him.
left Zoomies? Because didn't you start
I think
like
I
more
did.
full time at Foot Locker? or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, we did because I remember that day actually. Because I remember I like brought my resignation letter and it was like, he's leaving.
Hey.
Like, yeah, like Cody was devastated. I was like,
fucking leaving.
Yeah,
I'm not
come
fucking
on.
leaving.
like I was leaving, but at the same time I was like, I'm still next door. So
Yeah.
I just wasn't working. Because I remember whenever I became assistant manager at Foot Locker, it wasn't hard, but at the same time I was like, I learned everything from y'all anyway, like from
Yeah.
different managers and other stuff like that. So it was always fun. It was like more of the favorite just because it's like,
Shoes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You've
Would
always
you
been
rather
that
be in
shit.
like a specialty store if you were to ever go back to shoes than like a, I
Like
would
a
say like a
corporation?
more generic.
Like a corporation, basically. Like
No, instead of that,
Foot Locker versus Click? Is that what you're trying to say?
what
like
I'm
more-
saying is like, would you rather be somewhere where you're gonna get more exclusive stuff than somewhere that's gonna drop things like how Walmart drops, like you get something here
Well,
at this
y'all
Walmart,
still
you can
got
get it everywhere.
exclusive ass shit though.
Really?
Yeah, Foot Locker got
so and
exclusive
so,
ass shit.
so and so.
Yeah, but I'm saying like every Foot Locker got the same thing, right?
Not all of them.
no.
Not all of them. Some
Really?
some are better than others. Like what's it called? Whenever it came to Foot Locker, like only certain places had like different things. Like I remember back when I had first started at Foot Locker. Apparently, we had a DM that always sent out shoes to everybody. Like one store got this many shoes, but this store didn't get the shoe at all. They would be like, "Oh, send this many over to them so that they can be able
Yeah.
to make the day."
Because they're making
Yeah.
because it's a bigger store or whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever kind
bigger
of shit.
store, more money, all that. All that plays into a factor of it. But I feel like I wouldn't mind either or, because whenever it came to working, I just enjoyed who I work with, not
Yeah.
more about
Yeah.
like what I was passionate about. Because shoes comes as a passion, but I enjoyed working at Zoomies because I had y'all. I enjoyed working at Foot Locker because I had them. So
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to ever be at. I think I wasn't understood on my question.
Yeah, no.
I
for
mean
sure
like
not.
a one-off store that only
Yeah.
your store was getting that shoe.
I mean,
Like it was called fucking a Hoppez.
yeah,
And you mean they only got like fucking
they got the exclusive shoe that everybody's looking for.
Like
but
the
Yeah,
that's
fucking-
only one.
like maybe you're the only
Lil
place
Nas
in
X,
Florida.
Triple X shoot like shit
don't-
or whatever.
Like
The
you're
thing-
the only place in Florida that got the shoe, not like ever.
yeah,
Because then that'd be too
I mean,
hard to fucking uphold.
I feel like
back.
I wouldn't, and the reason why is because whenever it comes to like exclusive shoes, such as like hype like that, it goes crazy. Like I remember, what was this? Whenever I was still at Kids Foot Locker, the Kids Foot Locker in Mobile had a shoe, and they was the only one in the area that had the shoe. They made news because they had 300 people in line
Damn.
For a kid shoe?
for a kid shoe.
What was it?
I think it was the Foam Posit. It was like what's
the
it called?
radar or whatever, the
No,
hurricane ones or whatever.
no, it was the Fruity Pebble ones. They were like white with a colorful bottom.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
It only came out in Kids. They was the only place around that had them, and they only had like 30 pairs, and it was first come first serve, and it was 300 people in line.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I would feel like if we had an exclusive store just like that, like had like releases like that, it would just be
Yeah.
hectic.
I mean,
That's
at
what
that,
I would be worried
at,
about. Is it just be stupid all the time?
at that
Exactly.
point when
You
you're
know?
in line and you see like, I don't know, 200 people in front of you.
I'm not sitting in line, dude.
I mean, yeah. Isn't your mom or whoever you're there with being like, what the fuck are we
We're
here
wasting
for?
our time, basically.
You know?
Yeah, what
like what's
are we
point?
trying to jump them when they come out? What are we doing?
What? Well,
Basically, that's really how it be. Whenever like
In
releases-
Mobile? Yeah.
well, honestly though, that's how it go down.
Whenever releases had came out, like there was so many people in line, and then they'll be like, "Hey, what size you got? I'll give you this much for it." And then
Yeah.
they'll either get rid of it then there because they'll be like, "Oh, that's quick money," and then it just kind of all
Then
depends.
they resell on top of that and shit. Yeah.
Like
Well,
do
the
we have
fucking-
people come in our store and buy buy up the entire stock of something and
So
go on
they can
Amazon
resell
and
it.
flip it?
Like
Yeah.
I know with like Target, like it's crazy for cards.
Yeah,
and it's
crazy.
crazy for like Funko Pops.
Yep.
Those
You
are like
said
this-
cards?
cards.
Like Pokemon cards, baseball cards,
Pokemon
football
cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Really?
Pokemon
anything.
cards like usually like retail are like $4, but then like the packs itself, like if you resell them, they're like 10.
Yeah.
Like
But you can come up and if you get the right card, bro, you don't got to work that year.
basically.
I mean,
You know, if you get the right card, I
but
mean,
isn't that more like old school type shit? That's like older Pokemon cards, right? That's not,
No,
that's
well,
like
no,
vintage.
Not really,
shit,
not
right?
really. Just because it's like certain pack, like Pokemon is still like probably the most expensive like resale
Yeah.
game, just because it's like if you pull this card, that's an easy $500.
Yeah.
It just kind of depends.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh, but Yu-Gi-Oh is more expensive to play rather than like collect.
Actually collect, yeah. I just feel like, I guess I look at it in like a baseball card way. Like when you think of somebody's rookie year card or whatever, it only came out that 1 year, right? So like the Mewtwo card from 1990, whatever.
Yeah, that's still like
gonna be the fucking card, but you're not gonna get that in a pack today. You know what I'm saying? You're getting all the new shit. So it's like,
but with the new shit, you might have one that is like
worth hella money. It'll
be like a version. It'll be like this crazy version, this like mega evolution, but then it's like holographic and it's first edition.
Oh, okay.
And it's this.
Okay.
And it's mint.
All that plays into a factor.
Yeah,
especially
it's
like
layers of factors. It's not just like, yo, that's Pikachu.
Yeah, it's like hitting the lottery on one of the motherfuckers. You can hit
Basically.
4 out of 5 numbers and not make the fucking the $600.
And you can get them graded just like baseball cards.
If you get it graded, that like even makes it better. Like if you get like I want to say like if you grade
That's if
like
you
a
take
certain,
it to somebody.
like PSA,
you can send it. You can send it off in order for it to get graded. And if it's like perfect, like you just like you have $1,000 card basically.
Yeah.
Like a $500 card can turn into $1,000 card
just by having the certificate that says like, yeah, this shit's
this is
and
perfect.
it's fully
This-
sealed
A+.
and it's in like a case. Like they'll
plastic
sleeve it
fucking-
and then the
Yeah.
sleeve will go inside of a clear case.
Gotcha.
So you can touch it all you want because you're not gonna fuck with the
Yeah,
card.
Exactly. So, because then at that point it's like official. It's like you have like
Yeah.
the best version of this card that you could possibly get.
Gotcha.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Pokemon goes crazy nowadays. Like we open at 8. And I assume every target's like that. But like if you come in at 8, because you come in at all different types of times, you can come in as early as like fucking 3 a.m. sometimes. But if you happen to have to come in at 8, it's a nightmare because on Fridays,
Lined up.
yeah, it's like, and they all hang out at the fucking employee door.
Fridays.
I didn't know that. I
Fridays
didn't know that.
is like the drop day,
Basically.
like in our store.
Really?
I remember one time to where
They changed it. It didn't used to be like that, but they.
I remember one time I had to go get a Funko Pop for my dad because he was getting like I think a Michael Jordan one or something like that.
Yeah.
I was lined up along with like 15 other people at the Walmart over there by 9th Avenue,
Yeah.
and so like it goes crazy. And I'm pretty sure you've seen one of my other homies, my dad's homie. He comes out there, David. He's
I think so.
Mexican dude with a bunch of tattoos. I think he probably has a head tattoo too. You probably see him a
Maybe.
lot.
I know a lot of people. A lot of the card guys will be like, "What's up, Cody?" And I have a name tag, so it's like, "Do you know me from here right now because you read my name, or do I know you?"
Yeah.
Because we're all wearing masks, so I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Some people
"What's up, bro?"
Some people you can tell by mask. A lot of times I like tell
I mean,
somebody by mask.
I recognize them enough now, but it's
Yeah.
like, did they know me prior from like the mall or like from like your dad or something? I'm like, I don't know.
I have people when I go out like 8:30, 9 o'clock, kind of the end of service at the bar. Like I'll go out to the bar to go grab a glass of whiskey or something like that because we're kind of nearing the end, and I'm like, okay, it's time to kind of chill the fuck out a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll go out there and I'll have people buy me drinks that I have no idea who they are, but they've seen me come out a couple times and they know that I'm like somewhat, back there.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, let me get him a drink or whatever. And it's like, I have no fucking idea. You're 64 years old. I don't know who you are. What do you, fuck. And they know who I, and it's like,
You get the
alright.
drink. This old man sent this for you, and then you look over and he's like, you're like, whoa.
Hit you with the wink one time?
No.
Whoa.
You're like, did you pour this drink? Because if he poured this drink, I don't want this
I'm not
drink.
drinking this shit.
Yeah, ain't no telling what's in this.
Push the glass back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you play Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
You don't play Pokemon?
I don't play Pokemon. Pokemon.
Is there a reason?
Fuck
is that
Pokemon. That's
like
why.
like for example, is that just like a
It's-
different game? Like is that higher stakes and you're just like, I don't need to get in with them people like that? Like
Not like
they
that.
get
Not like
dangerous. People
No.
like so you pull that fucking Charizard, huh? You think you're just gonna pull a
what's up,
Charizard?
dog? You really
Like,
gonna do
nah,
that,
dude,
huh?
I don't want a problem, bro.
That's
You
that
come
next level
outside and
shit.
all your tires are flat. You're like, fuck.
Is
hell.
is Dungeons and Dragons the level above or below Yu-Gi-Oh?
It's the level above. Like
Above?
Dungeons and Dragons is like.
I feel like
your
there's a
nerd.
lot
Is it
going
Magic
on.
number one?
Magic is probably the number one game.
Yeah.
It's probably the
Magic.
number one game.
Yeah.
Because there's like
Magic
there's,
the Gathering.
Yeah, there's like different types of fucking games. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh is the hardest to get into and the most expensive to play. And the
Why?
like it'll be certain times to where like a card will be like relevant, and then it'll either shoot up in price or it'll just already be that price for a reason. Like what's it called? Like I keep all of my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff with me, just
Okay.
because it's really expensive. Like I'll have to build like a whole.
He's
deck.
like, it's in my right hand right now.
He said,
I'm
I
like,
got
"It's-
it in my
He's like,
jacket.
he's
in
like,
the-
he's
it's in the
like,
car.
He pulls out 15 cards right now. What
I'm
up,
like,
man?
say no more, fam. Cut the camera.
Yeah.
No, cars really be that expensive. Like, and then sometimes you'll need like 3 of that card. Like
Yeah.
you'll basically spend $100 a card because it's that important. It's because either you play this because it's this good and it's going to be relevant here, or it's just
What is that? The beast they have to summon in the very first episode ever. It's like 5 cards and it takes
Exodia.
Exodia.
You don't summon it. That's just a win condition card. It's like whenever it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh,
Yeah, you
there's like a
fucking
bunch of
dummy.
different
You don't
things.
summon it.
You don't summon it, but at the same time, like it's really
Idiot.
hard. Whenever it comes to like cards like that, it's like a card that says, "Oh, if you do this, you win." Cards like that is like really hard to like
Word.
do.
Are those cards hard? That Exodia?
Not hard to get now.
No?
People play cards to where like they'll they'll stop
I'll
everything.
fucking whip your ass, dude.
When it comes to the game nowadays, it's like you either like stop your opponent from doing everything, or like you play through whatever they put out.
Word.
Like, and then
Is the show still going on?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, the show's still relevant.
What's the most expensive card you have in
But
your
you don't have to
collection?
say the card because we don't want people coming after you. But like
Yeah, I
price
ain't trying
wise,
to
what is it
jump.
ranking?
What are we talking here?
You're like, I can't even say that. You're like, I haven't worked for years.
115? No, 130.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 1,000. I was like,
No, 130. No.
bro, we about to rob this man,
I
dude.
said,
We
look,
were
I love you, but fuck, you seen this house?
No, they're like the people at the car shop. They have way more expensive cars than I do because they collect.
So there's there's just shops around here that are just card shops like
There's
that?
one specific shop in Pensacola. There used to be 2, but one closed down back a while ago.
What's it called?
TBS Comics. You know
Okay,
where you know
yeah,
where
yeah.
Pole Folks is?
That's
Yeah, I
got
know
the
TBS.
fucking-
Yeah.
It's got the Batman logo,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Every Thursday, people play Yu-Gi-Oh there. So a
Oh,
lot of people,
word.
a lot of people come out. And
Does
stuff
it
like
ever
that.
tour around to different like?
Nah, not really. But people do. Before COVID, there was like events and stuff
Yeah.
like that where people would come out and play for like the tournament. That's where you get like prize cards, expensive cards, like stuff like that.
Dude.
Now, are there people that you see like
Hear
walk
me
in the
out.
door and you're like, oh, that's fucking.
Yeah,
That guy's got it.
YouTubers mainly. That's the reason why.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
not.
thought,
It's not.
no, I
no,
thought.
there are like people that like
That
do,
are
like,
that
big-
good?
That have
Yeah.
the fucking shit on them.
Yeah.
That keep that motherfucking thing on them.
It's like they walk in and they're like,
Yeah, I got it.
yeah, and
You
you're
know?
like, they come in like with girls on their arm,
Yeah, the girls know what's
or dudes on their arm. Who knows? Like,
whatever, dude. Whichever way you
and
want to
you're
go,
like,
Whichever way
it's
you go.
you're like,
fine.
he's got 5 blue eyes white dragons. You're like,
Dude,
and they're holographic.
Hear me out though. Garden Street, vintage.
Yeah.
With this would be fucking sweet.
Oh yeah, like have like a
Like a pull, like you're talking about on Thursdays or whatever.
Yeah.
Like once a month, have like a Sunday where everybody can come and fucking.
dude. You know, it'd be cool have like
be sick.
anime weekend or like anime Sunday.
and just do like deals on fucking like vintage.
You know, there
I
are
guess it's not really
specific
vintage,
anime
right?
vintage
Is that like
people.
a thing?
Yeah,
What is So there's vintage anime clothing
Yeah.
too, huh?
Yeah.
dude. Dragon Ball
I
Z
get
shirts go crazy from like the 2000s.
I guess I just
Pokemon
think-
shirts, like gotta catch 'em all shirts, all
Yeah.
that.
I
stuff.
guess I just think right now, within the past 5 years, anime has blown up so much. I
It
feel
has.
like.
it's become more normalized,
Yeah.
especially since the pandemic.
That's what I would say. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it blew up. I would say it's more normalized
Well, I
because
mean-
like it's been huge. It's just like if you're in
It's a
those
niche
groups,
kinda- well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I feel like people get into certain animes just because it's cool to be into anime, not because they
That's
were
honestly
like.
yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up as it being a part of Toonami, and like,
And they still go. They still do.
yeah,
Toonami,
I
yeah.
know,
That's their
dude. I remember the craziest memory of like growing up with it is like when I was a kid, I would come home from school and then the fucking Tree of Might would be on. Or like The World's Strongest would be on. Like Dragon Ball Z movies.
Yeah.
Like back when like it's not gonna fucking matter to you, but
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
like
about.
back when they
anyway,
still
so-
had fucking tails. And they had to fucking cut Gohan's tail. Or
Oh
fucking,
yeah. I remember. What's it called? They pulled his tail off back when.
Yeah, because they were afraid he'd become a great ape.
Yeah,
but they
that's
didn't do
cool,
that
or
until like
whatever.
when Raditz or Vegeta came around. Yeah.
Yeah, and what they would used to do is like Saiyans would wrap their tail around their waist.
Look, dude, you can say whatever you want to. It don't make no sense to me at all.
Like, you don't watch any anime.
Yeah.
Not even one of them.
Okay, look, there's
Like,
certain.
not
Like,
even
You don't
There's-
have
there's
one
levels to it.
cartoon you've ever
I've
watched ever
probably
like that
seen-
is more adultish?
No.
No?
Dude,
Okay.
when I was a kid, listen,
You
When I
fucking grew
was
up
a
on Zack and Cody and
child,
fucking...
I was allowed
Sweet
Disney
Life.
Channel and History Channel.
That explains so much.
And fucking like, and I could watch Fuel TV when I was like 13 or 14.
Did you ever see the Captain and Casey show? On Fuel TV, it was a skateboarding
so,
show
yeah.
where they're like boat themed, but they
Yeah,
would show
I
like
think I know
skate
what you're
clips.
talking about. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
But no,
It was a good
that's
show,
what- Like
bro.
I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob. I wasn't allowed to watch any kind of
But you
cartoon
had Dis-
shit
you
like
had
that.
Disney,
Ed,
so
Ed,
you-
and
so you had, like,
Eddie,
good stuff.
like shit like that. Huh?
You had Disney, which you had still good stuff, but it wasn't like
But
it wasn't like Cartoon Network
I
or
still
like
had never
SpongeBob.
watched like an anime series, not even once.
Well,
Like
here's
Dragon
the-
Ball Z
what
was
would
never.
you even start on?
Well, it
fucking-
depends on what you like. It's like you
I,
like-
honestly,
don't think I could
if
do
I
it.
was shown Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z for the first time, I would want to start Dragon Ball and go literally in order.
that's how you're supposed. Honestly, how
Yeah.
you're supposed to.
Because you
Like,
would
we're-
understand everything so well. I would want to do that. I love Yu Yu
What's the one-
Hakusho. I love
still need to
Rurouni
watch that.
Kenshin.
What's the movie about the guy that?
This is already about to go nowhere.
No, it's a guy who's like
Fast forward like 5
No,
minutes.
no, it's. Don't do that. I'm gonna take my shirt off or something so the continuity's fucked up. No,
They're gonna be like, what happened in that 5 minutes?
Yeah. No, it's like it takes place in Japan, but it's basically the regular
Is this a
humans they
real
turn
movie?
no. It's they turn into like these giant fighters almost, and they like take over the city and they fight each other, and the one guy turns into like a giant baby or something. You know what I'm talking about? But he's a fuck. What's it called?
This is a movie or an
it's
anime?
a movie. No, it's a movie,
I have no idea what he's.
but
talking
it's
about.
like a fucking. Oh, God damn it.
I don't know. For some reason, for a second, I thought he was talking about Ronin Warriors.
I thought he was talking about Gundam.
Gundam.
Yeah,
I
but
played the
that's-
video game.
That's not babies though.
I played the video game.
And they're inside
Like he lost me.
of
Like
a
he
Gundam
lost.
suit.
He lost me when he said babe, and I was like, he's talking.
Yeah, I was
about
like,
Gundam.
baby.
It's like
Or
the guys.
Evangelon. It's
Yeah, I would
either
love to
that.
hear what this Google search is gonna look like.
Hold on.
to
Super
see what this
famous.
is.
Baby fights Japan,
Japan.
grown
super
full
famous
size
Japan.
above
No.
cityscape.
When it comes to like anime, it's like levels to it. There's like people that like
Yeah.
horror, there's action, there's comedy, there's a bunch of different
There's
things.
food. I've seen-
Food anime. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's like really good but really weird.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Like I've seen a lot of like book food anime,
Mm-hmm.
but then I also see like some book food anime that's also like hentai, and I'm like, how do
What's it
they
called? I think it's
curve
like,
all that
I think
together?
That one's like Food Wars. I think is what it's
Yeah.
called. Like that one's on Netflix, and they say like it's apparently people say it's good, but it's weird. That's why I'm like, I don't think I want to watch
Big
that.
Man Japan. That's what it's
Big
called.
Man Japan. And this is 3D or cartoon or
What
No,
is this?
let's get a look. That looks like the Never-Ending Story. Like you know the fucking dog that. What is his name? Sebastian?
I think I know what,
What
you're talking
dog?
about.
No, Sebastian's a boy.
You talking
I
about
think
Harry
I know what
Potter?
you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking
That's cool. Just show yourself and show.
I'm trying to get to the
us.
fucking ad, you piece of shit.
It's like you watch the whole thing. You're like, yeah, that was it. And then you put your phone
Fucking
down.
about. Like
God
long ass
damn.
ad.
I'm just
What
gonna
are you?
fucking-
What are you doing? This is what it looks like. He becomes like this
What
famous
is this?
fighter dude. Yeah.
What
And there's
the
other giants
fuck?
that come into
So this
into
isn't
Tokyo.
anime.
This is not anime.
No,
That's-
but it's got
I
anime
just asked,
feels.
was it a real thing?
Yeah, it'd be real. I mean, not
Let
really.
me see this. Let's
This
see.
is the whole trailer.
That's fucking.
It's pretty good.
Okay, we're gonna.
That's
get
a
you
real
started on
human.
Anime.
I don't. Yeah, but here's my thing, dude.
What
Is-
in the fuck?
I feel like I'm coming at it at the wrong way because I don't feel into it
Okay,
at all.
first off,
Like,
Is
I
it,
don't
is
feel
it,
like
is
I'm
it
wanting-
because it's animated or is it the what do you think
I
it
think
is?
it's the animated thing.
Okay, that I
Honestly.
can completely understand because there's a lot of people that are like that. I tried to get my mom into anime and she doesn't like the animation. She just thinks it's like weird. But I'm like,
listen
it's good
how
story.
dumb this bullshit.
Listen
this
how
is,
dumb.
This is why you are burned on fucking anime. They have
What?
captioned the things these people are saying.
Okay.
I'm gonna read just the first couple captions. He causes more harm than good. The very next one says, he's fat.
He's a big baby fat guy.
Yeah. He's fat.
What is this that
That's
you
the
watch?
third one.
It's a good movie. You should watch the movie. The movie's actually pretty good.
Like it. I don't know.
funny.
It looks fucking retarded.
Like, okay, he has to dress regularly in town because he goes from listen.
We're talking about Shaq.
He goes from a regular person to this gigantic monster thing to fend off these other monsters that are trying to attack Tokyo or whatever. And so he's famous around the city, and people know what he looks like as a regular person. So he has to dress up like he's not, who he has to put on disguises and shit. And if you've ever seen, this is gonna sound really fucked up, but if you've ever seen anybody from an Asian country come over to America just recently, and they're like, "We love USA," and they put like the "I Heart USA" hats on, and no, you know what I'm saying though? Is like they wear everything American. That's what he dresses like in this movie, and it's
they always wear "I Love New York" shirts. I don't know why.
That's the most common
shirt. But seriously though, that's how it is. That's how he dresses on the subway and shit, and it's fucking hilarious. It's actually a good movie.
Adjust your hat one more time.
I'm gonna get fucking murdered.
You just did it like 6 times in a row. You were like,
was it
USA shit?
You remember the what's it called, the Ray J meme back whenever he had adjusted his beanie like 10 times?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember that, dude. My favorite Ray J moment of all time is when he's on that radio show and he goes, "These glasses are unbreakable."
He breaks the glasses.
Yeah, dude.
It was what thing? Complex was it?
Yeah. But it was it wasn't like the main Complex show. It was like a something spinoff.
Yeah.
He goes, "Unbreakable." He goes, "No, they're not." He goes, "Yeah, they are." And he goes, "Bro, I could break these in half." He goes, "No, you can't." He goes, "Yes, I can." He goes, "Do it." He goes, "I don't want to do it, dude." And he goes, "You can't break them in half." He goes, "I guarantee you I can break them out." He goes, "Do it then." And he goes, "Snap." He clean snap in half. And Ray just starts to go, "No."
He's like, "You broke it."
Dude. Fuck. Speaking of artists, fucking J. Cole's new shit.
Yeah.
Friday? Tomorrow.
That's tonight.
Tonight.
Bro.
Every Thursday.
I mean, when this
Thursday
comes out, it'll be last Friday. Because this comes out next Thursday. But
yeah, we're talking the 14th, May 14th is when his album drops.
Bro, did you see the freestyle on LA Leakers?
I saw clips of it, but I haven't watched the whole thing.
On Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
He sent it to me, and it's like...
I watched the entire thing. It's 5 minutes long. Maybe a minute and a half of it is them just talking in between the freestyle because they switch beats.
Oh, okay.
And then it's maybe a 30-second interlude of them being like, "Yo, it's been 15 years since we had you on," or whatnot. Bro, make an argument for someone that's been better than him.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. It's tough.
This is what I think. Nobody's better. People are different. Like Nas, he's J. Cole and Nas are as good as each other. They were just different times.
Yeah,
that's why their beats and
everything else is similar.
Yeah, it's similar and it's also different, but it's the skill level is so unbelievably high. I think he's my greatest of all time.
I understand where you're coming from, but I think for me, greatest of all time is Kendrick.
Okay.
Just because I'm gonna lay this out.
I don't.
It's
disrespect that at all.
Because here's the thing.
It's either one or the other.
Here's the thing
really
is
in between.
It's like a Jordan and Kobe discussion, really, for our time.
I think his albums hit harder than J. Cole's albums because he hasn't put out an album since. I mean, it's been 3-4 years since he put out Damn.
Since 2017, I think.
Yeah, it's been 4 years since he put out an album, but what happens is when he puts this album out, people listen to it the first time and you're like, all right, I'm trying to understand it, right? Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to grasp at the time, and you listen to it a couple times, and then 6 months later, you're like, holy fuck, I get it.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me think his albums are before their time almost. Even though they take forever to come out, even though he takes his time with them, which is, I mean, I respect totally. Fine. But whenever you finally get the grasp on him, you're like, bro, this is fucking insane. Yeah. And that's why I think Kendrick will always be, for me, one of the greatest of all time. And J. Cole is not very far from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel the same way. I also feel like...
I mean, we're at E40, of course. But...
Anyways, we're at the peak of both J. Cole and Kendrick because I feel like you don't really hear an artist, at least an artist that can keep up like Jay-Z or Drake or whoever that just keeps going.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not like an artist that drops 2 or 3 albums and that's it ever. Like Cole and Kendrick are at a point where it's like we're right now really finding out who they are, like creatively. Like this is they're not doing it because they need to sell something. Yeah. They're doing it because this is what they want to
like actual good music.
Yeah.
Whenever this is what they want to do. Yeah.
Like whenever I went to go see him live back in.
You saw Cole or Kendrick?
I saw Cole. Back when
that was 2018 or something, wasn't it?
Was it? No, I think it was earlier than that. It might have been 2017.
I remember you got a shirt, right?
Yeah, I went to the For Your Eyes Only tour back in, I think, Jacksonville. Either Jacksonville or Tallahassee.
Yeah.
And seeing him live was insane because I saw a lot of people from Dreamville.
This was in a state. Oh, really?
I saw Jid. I saw Ari Lennox.
What?
Yeah, they had them open.
I remember
was
when
Boz there?
I don't think Boz was there.
Was Cause?
No. He only had like Jid and Ari.
Was
Lennox,
Luke?
like, the only two? It was only just the two people. Now that I think about it, those were the only two people.
Dude, it would have been cool to see like Earth Gang.
Yeah, I know they wasn't there, but I was like, if they would have brought more people, I feel like it would have been way more insane. But like,
also Dreamville 3 was.
Yeah, I loved it.
Revenge of the Dreamers was crazy.
It was insane.
Did you watch a little documentary that went with it?
I didn't watch a documentary with it,
Dude.
but like whenever it first came out, I was like, oh yeah, this is nice.
Go back and watch the documentary.
What is that on?
It's on YouTube.
Really?
I mean, I think Dreamville has its own website, so it's on there too. But like, fucking YouTube has everything.
Yeah.
But it shows, like, they rented like a studio that had like several studios in it, and he was like, he had like 30 or 40 artists, and he's like, y'all go do your things. And he had producers in each room creating beats and having people jump in whenever they wanted on whatever songs. So there's like probably, I don't know, over 100 songs out, and those are the best 20 they could pick. So who knows what just got left?
Yeah.
But it was like...
That's usually how it is. You always hear like those unspoken songs that are like that'll come
unreleased
out years later.
Yeah.
Like
apparently there was some Eazy-E shit that was unreleased. Oh, that's what it was.
Sure, yeah.
He fucking Ice Cube recorded a diss track right before Eazy died, or before he got diagnosed with
and didn't
AIDS.
release it.
Never released it, and apparently he sent it to Eazy before, like I said, before he found out any of the HIV stuff, and it made Eazy cry, or maybe it was the other way around. It made them cry, and that was the first time they had ever gotten fucking wrecked, and it's still unreleased. But they're talking about, I can't remember who it is talking about.
If it's a diss track, I would never release it.
Yeah, it would never release it.
That's not going to see the light of
day.
day. Or maybe it was Eazy dissing Ice Cube, and Ice Cube got it sent to him, and he cried.
Yeah, now if it was Ice Cube and it was about him, I would release it because that's my boy, really, because they were boys.
And if it's good, it's like
they rekindled before everything went to. I don't know, dude. People take dude, did you see the 6ix9ine documentary on Showtime?
I haven't seen the 6ix9ine documentary. I heard is it good?
Yeah, it's called The Making of a Supervillain. Bro, the way they break the documentary down, there's live footage of him getting
really
kidnapped.
Likes this whole doll thing or whatever.
Yeah, dude, they build an action figure of him. I think you'll relate to me on this because of the whole anime thing. Like, you get the nostalgia of things like that. So what they do is it's not Morgan Freeman, but it's a guy that sounds like he's trying to be similar to how he sounds. So it's or the State Farm guy. It's like
Allstate guy. Yeah,
Allstate. It's like a guy trying to make a
his voice deep,
something,
just a voiceover type of person,
right? And it'll be a pure white screen, and then it'll be like a blank doll, and then they'll paint the face on the doll, and they're narrating what makes a supervillain, and then they add hair to it, and then they add clothing to it, and they're building Daniel Hernandez. They build him regularly, and then they show the beginning stages of his life of how things were. And then it cuts to they don't ever say chapter or they don't break it down anything in a way like that. They break it down definitions of what make a supervillain. And so each definition is a different chapter kind of. And the doll changes. They'll take Daniel Hernandez's hair off and they'll put braids on him. And then they'll put face tattoos on him. And then they're 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
And then it's Tekashi 6ix9ine. Dude, just watch the whole thing. It's so good. It shows you how people were really trying to get after him and do drive-bys and shit like that. And it's
because he was loud. He was very out there.
Yeah, and he
had first came out.
like, I can't remember
Shout
what.
out to YG. I ain't with no pink hair blood shit. I don't know if you guys remember that line.
I can't remember who said this, but somebody said this about 6ix9ine and was like, people are out there talking, right? But 6ix9ine is out there believing what people talk about. Like, rappers rap about shit, right? But like, Tekashi would believe what they were rapping about was real. Like, sometimes you just be talking shit when you're doing a song, right? Just to have like shit in there,
like
right? But Tekashi
right?
was like, people really be shooting at people? All right, well, we're shooting at people then. So like, that's how he would live his like rap career life. He's like,
you would actually be about it.
yeah, like he didn't like. Somebody said this. I can't remember who it was, but he's like, he didn't get that it wasn't.
This is a very
like that.
interesting subject though, because there are a lot of rappers that are like that.
Yes,
and,
but they're
most
not
of them.
super vocal about being
Most
like,
of them.
"What's up?"
But then you also have the rappers that are for sure out there doing the damn thing, and they're rapping about it. But you know that motherfucker has killed some people. You know what I'm saying?
But they're not out there being like, "Suck my dick, come get me." Like, they move like a
Like
fucking boss.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
move like a mob boss, basically.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do something, it's gonna be in silence.
One person I feel like is just like that, to where like this person's still doing stuff, is T Grizzly. I feel like that's the only person I feel like that's actually doing like gang stuff.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think YG's still out there. In the
I know
streets.
YG, of course, is still out there.
Like
if you
dude.
look at how he lives and what he's done, like what he talks about, like you know this person.
Every other
out there.
picture,
Game,
every
too.
other game,
Game.
true. Every other picture YG has ever posted is him posted up in the front yard of some house with his homies. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, he's still out there doing the damn thing.
I also feel like there are people out there that don't do it at all, but they've become the face of like their location.
And so they have to put on like
They do.
on the
Like, for example, like, I think Lil Baby has done stuff. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
stuff
don't
he's
think he
done,
does anything
but
right now.
and I don't think he does anything now. But
that's how,
he loves his hood.
Yeah.
He loves his people, so he still appreciates them. Yeah. But people put him on like he's the face of that, and it's like, I don't think he's out there trying to kill anybody.
Yeah. You know,
I don't think it's about that. For him, it's about like taking care of his family.
Yeah.
Ain't it funny how we automatically assume with killing people with gang activity? Like that's the only thing we're talking about.
Well, it's just because
Well,
like, can you go any further?
I mean, no,
drug dealing.
No,
Yeah.
And those are like the main two things.
And if you fuck up a drug deal, what's gonna happen? You're gonna get killed.
exactly.
Do y'all know Lil Baby?
Little Baby.
From Chicago.
I never got into
But
his
him and
music,
G
but I'm aware.
Herbo
of
were
him.
like fucking homies.
Yeah.
I think he's also. I mean, he's really big into the whole like producing thing now, and I'm pretty sure he's got his own label, so he's signing a lot of artists. But when I first got into him, this was like 5-6 years ago, when he was putting out free crack mixtapes, because he's way back in high school. But he was still, I mean, he was rapping about all that shit, but it was like apparent that he was still fucking out there in the streets doing the shit, and he was rapping about real deal stuff, like shit that was going down in Chicago. And this was when Chicago was started to blow up. This is right at the beginning, before like it went from the Bay and Bompton and shit to fucking Chicago is now the city where shit's blowing the fuck up, you know? So it's like, but I think he's another one of those rappers that like, I think now he's kind of turning a new leaf and is trying to be a little bit more managerial, I guess. Like kind of trying to be the whole.
I like seeing some of the like what is now considered mainstream rappers, but like how Lil Baby and like how 21 Savage has become more like financially savvy and smarter about taking care of the future.
I love that.
Yeah, because you're gonna set up your family, and like you wouldn't be anywhere without the people you're taking care of, basically.
Well, you know what I think
'Cause
did
they
a
took care
lot
of
of
you.
it too was when Nipsey passed. Is because I think
Yeah,
people
I think
realized
people realize
with
like
his interviews when he was younger, and he's like, they're like, why aren't you wearing all these? You don't have any chains on. You're wearing a white beater and jeans. He's like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, that's cool or whatever. But I just bought my mom's a house. Like, I bought some properties and shit. Like, like trying to invest your money in the right things. Like, yeah, fucking chains are cool, and $1 million watches are cool, but that kind of shit is like not worth the fucking money.
I mean, you see how unhappy people are with that type of wealth. Like, look at Floyd. He's trying to buy hair.
Yeah.
And you see how shitty the hair he bought is. Go back bald. Do less hair. What you doing?
You ain't fixing it, my
Did
guy.
you see the whole gotcha hat?
Yeah, I did see that.
You see his hair?
I don't think I saw his hair, but
Oh
I just saw like, the
dude.
aftermath of
Look, if
everything.
that was my hair, I would
Turn this
just be
fucking thing
like,
back on. Let me screen mirror to this and see if I can pull up a picture of Floyd Mayweather.
can you hit the button? You're the closest. You just hit the button on the front of the
Oh, you
face.
turn the actual TV
Yeah,
off?
that's the only way this
Oh,
TV
God
will
damn it.
work. Yeah, you're good. Yeah,
I mean,
it's a heavy
you know what?
TV
it's
too.
It's for
It looks heavy.
That wall is leaning this way because of how
that
heavy
big
that TV
concrete.
is.
That shit ain't leaning, dog. I promise. Let me see if we can find a picture of Floyd's hair.
Oh, bro, no, you're good.
What?
Gotcha hat.
The complete saga.
Well, we don't have to do that, but
Celebrities react to Jake Paul. Oh, I love it.
look how shitty his hair is.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, it do.
Look,
like pubes on the top of his.
I'm
on
just
the
gonna
side
say
of his
this,
head,
yes,
at
for
least.
sure. I'm not black. I don't know if you can tell by my skin tone, but I'm not black. I am 0.2% Nigerian. That's what my test results said. But guaranteed, I've never been close enough
Did you
to.
have to send your like spit in?
They took something.
It took something.
I have
Sorry, that's called
like
a
look.
sperm bank.
Okay, I've never
took
been.
that.
I've never been close to a black man's penis.
What?
Guarantee
are
his
you-
pubes look like that. Guarantee. Also, you know what else pisses me off?
He's low-key-
Look at
Ooh.
look at his hat. Ah!
Damn, that shit do be looking hard though, don't it?
Also, you know what
shit
else pisses me
low-key
off is the
raggedy.
people that paint the beard like DJ Khaled.
Like the yeah,
Like
it's
Like
Fill
there's
it.
a brush that
Feel it?
yeah, like
look for your men.
That's how girls fucking do their eyebrows and shit, though.
Yeah, that's exactly how it
That's
works.
exactly what it
that's
is.
what it is.
they'll put like a fucking trace thing,
And just
put it on the
fucking-
face, and then they'll paint.
That's usually how it is.
Can't stand
I've seen like videos.
Dude,
of
let your
that.
beard be a little weird. It's okay.
Or
Gosh.
just trim it
Just
back
cut
a
it.
little bit,
Just cut
bro.
it.
Like,
Yeah, but some people like
dude,
fucking Rick Ross or DJ Khaled want that line to be dead perfect. Like,
my fucking mom, dude. My mom texted me. This was a couple weeks ago. She texted me out of nowhere, and she goes, "Hey, I'm thinking about getting my eyebrows tattooed." And I said,
no.
No,
What?
No.
I don't
And
think.
she go, "Hear
No.
me out, because I'm on the same side you are." And I go,
Look at his hair. Look at his hair.
I said, "Mom,
Watch.
Mom, I love you."
Right here. He's about to be real close to the camera. Watch to your right. He's going to get real close. Oh!
It's all like Tory Lanez.
Oh my God. Tory Lane stood up too, and he wasn't any different. When he was doing that freestyle, he stood up and just started getting hot.
He stood up and did not get taller. That was hilarious.
Dude, how has Kevin Hart not just spoofed that?
Oh, I know.
You're the same height, if not
There,
shorter.
what, I was about to say, I think he's 1 or 2 inches shorter
There's
than
like-
he is.
there's
Because he's
like-
what, 5'6"? Floyd's 5'6"?
Yeah.
Oh,
Floyd-
no, I
Floyd is
mean, like,
smaller.
how have you not spoofed the Tory Lanez thing? Have you
Yeah.
seen the Tory Lanez thing? He's like freestyling on funk, I think.
Was it?
I think it's funk.
You think it was fun?
He's like freestyling like this, and he's on the chair, right?
And then he's on a
And then he's-
high chair.
Yeah, he's on like.
I'm pretty sure
it's
his
one
feet,
of those that go
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
sure his
yeah.
feet's dangling.
right.
Oh, 100%.
And then you can tell he gets off the chair, and he goes like this. He doesn't get literally doesn't get in.
And that's
Watch.
it. By the way,
It's like what's it called?
Tory Lanez freestyling.
You seen what's it called? You think how tall 42 Doug is? Like,
oh, yeah.
dude
yeah.
is short.
Yeah.
Like
He's what? Yeah, he's tiny.
He's like 5'2" or 5'1".
Yeah, he's gotta be. But fucking no, that's what I was saying. What I was saying, my mom texted me and she goes, "I think I'm gonna get my eyebrows tattooed on." And I go, "Mom, I love you. I love you, but that is not a good idea." And she's like, "Why?" Blah blah blah.
The next one. The next
Yeah,
one. yeah.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. He definitely looks like he's gonna be tall, right? He's freestyling. He's just getting hot. He's just like, ooh. Watch, he's about to get out of the chair, and he's just like, same height,
Motherfucker, slide out that bitch.
what? Dude, what happened, bro?
My dog said,
That's
"Let
some
me
funny
get
ass
up."
shit.
Yeah, bro.
He said,
Did she
"Hold-
decide
hold
if
on
she
now."
was gonna get him?
I told her straight up. I said, "Mom, I love you, but I was like, please don't." I was like, first off, like
know
I
how
get
weird that can
tattoos.
get?
I know how tattoos have gotten way fucking better. Don't get me wrong.
Of course.
You know, from like the old school, like 10 years ago, getting lines tattooed on
still,
you.
like eyebrow tattoos are not it.
But
Not just because of how.
And I was like, dude, what if you want them different? Like, what do you do? Like, you can't do anything about it. I was like, that shit's there forever. And so I like talked to my homegirl that's a hostess there, and I was like trying to figure out what the fuck I could like tell her to get. And like sending her all this shit.
Your homegirl was
try
like,
this,
I have
try
mine
this.
tattooed, and you're like, I can't even tell.
Dude. And I told her, and she was like, I'm just tired of doing them in the morning. And I'm like, well, that doesn't mean you gotta get a tattoo. Like, fuck, dude.
I say that's how everybody is whenever it comes to hair. Period. That's the thing. That's why I'm like having to go get a haircut. I get a haircut every 2 to 3 weeks, and that's tiring.
Yeah. Just
Like,
making
Dude, that's why
time
my
to go get a
hair is the way it
haircut.
is right now. I'm just like,
It's annoying to go.
I'm so not looking forward to cutting it. I'm only cutting it to get a tattoo to let it grow back out.
Yeah. I mean, I like when my hair looks like I can't stand. I'm past the point of needing a haircut, but when my shit gets like long on the sides and you can like, when I wake up in the morning and it's sticking out, that's how I know it's time for a haircut.
Dude, I couldn't even imagine him with long hair.
Yeah, okay.
Not like,
Dude,
on the
I used
sides.
to fucking. My hair was long as shit. My hair was long when I started at Zoomies.
Was it
I
that
think.
long?
I don't think I had cut it yet.
Pull up a
Because
picture,
for a
bro.
long time I had like the Justin Bieber haircut where it was like
Did we
everything
make
was
fun of-
long.
Did we make that joke? I don't know if we made that joke.
Yeah,
whenever
I
we
had
ever-
long ass hair for a long time.
I mean, trust me, we made a lot of jokes he didn't hear.
We made a lot of different
Go,
jokes.
go ahead. Let's see a picture of your long hair.
If you don't stop fucking patting me, dude, you've patted me like 7 times during this podcast.
Dude, how do you? This is what it was like working with him. As Zoom.
Get
and
your
you know,
shit.
me and you was there majority of the time because they
Yeah,
they
bro.
Yeah, I live with
Because y'all
this
are ride or
fucker now,
dies. Yeah.
dude.
I was look. They called me in no matter what. Remember I worked with the flu.
Yeah, they always
Yeah,
called
bro,
your
you were the
ass
Michael
in.
Jordan of
They always
Zoomies. You're
called your
like,
ass
this is
in.
my flu game, dude.
Yeah,
I'm slinging
for
shoes
real.
today, man.
I'm
is
sitting over
fucking
here sitting
17,
down, dying.
18
He's like,
flu
bro, you
game.
gotta get up. I'm
Hey,
like,
Dude, this was the fucking.
He's
remember-
got fucking Pedialyte, and he's like, I'm going to go sell this whole outfit.
Do you remember when I was fucking telling you about after my graduation party and I had to sleep on the couch?
Yeah.
yes,
He
I
was there for that.
It was me and Anna, and we had to like
was
basically
there for
cover. He
that.
was like, we were like, yeah, I'm gonna take a nap for like 2
I
hours.
was like,
I was like,
dude.
yeah, go ahead. Dude.
I was like, I'm like still drunk. I don't have a phone. Like, I don't know what's going on. And you were like, yeah, bro, you're good. Just go sleep on the couch for an hour or two.
And
I
then we
was
got
like,
busy
"Alright,
out of
word."
nowhere at one point, and I was like,
You're like,
I felt so bad.
shaking his
dude.
foot. You're like, hey, man. Hey, you going to have to get up.
no, we didn't bother him the entire
so
time.
Bad.
People were sitting on him to try on shoes.
Yeah,
You're
they're
like,
like
"No, no, no,
watching
yeah,
the
you're
skate videos or whatever that we had on the Xbox. Yeah, that shit
Daddy,
was-
why is that guy sleeping on the couch?
is he dead?
I don't think they questioned it at all. Like I remember,
That's
like
more fucked up than me sleeping on the couch.
They're like, that's just normal here.
Yeah.
That is how they run shit around here, dude.
I think I was like there by myself for like the first part because it was just me and Hylton. Me and Hylton opened up, and then Anna came in. He was like, "Where's Hylton?" I was like, "He's on the couch asleep." And he's like, "Is everything wrong with him?" And he was like, "Everything's right." It was like, "He's a little drunk, but it's cool."
You're a little drunk, but it's cool.
Damn, dude.
That day was hilarious. That day was absolutely hilarious because I'm like, "All right, Amanda just passed out, so let's see how this goes."
Did you see the little... I assume you didn't, but J. Cole dropped another little mini doc for this new album about to drop.
I saw about it, but I haven't seen it yet. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know
asked
it's on
him-
YouTube. I know it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's an interview It's really them just filming like them in the studio, but like 21 Savage is like, why you name it the off season
The off.
Season.
or the
Season.
fall off? Is it the fall off or off season?
I thought it was called Fall Off. It was called. I think now it's called Off Season. But like whenever
Yeah.
he ended KOD, I think it was called the Fall Off.
The fall off.
Because
Well, he sent a picture on Instagram. Pull that up real quick. That he has like a list of things that he's gonna call. It's like the fall off, the off season.
was it that or was that the track list? I seen the track list.
No, this is on. And it's like right there. So
The
the off season, and then it's gonna be called "It's a Boy," and then it's gonna be called "The Fall Off." Watch, show
The
'em.
fall off era. Okay.
All right, I just seen it go away.
This is like
that.
so features is what he was doing, and then he did KOD or. That's Revenge of the Dreamers. I was like, what the fuck is that? Revenge of the Dreamers 3, and then The off season is what he's dropping right now. So I assume It's a Boy. Either he's having a baby or that's going to be another album. And then the fall off is his
That means
last
he's
one
already
ever.
got his next album ready to rock.
Dude, the off season he
Basically.
says he's been sitting on for years. He's just like perfecting little things about it.
The fall off was supposed to be the next thing. Or is that just preparing for his last
That's got
album?
it. Well, that's what it's called, the fall off era. So that means he's got to be nodding back to the whole collection.
Just watch
of
this
all
little
of
mini
these.
doc that's on here, dude. It's so
By the way, I seen your Supreme Comme des Garçons shirt you had on when you walked in. I said, might have to fight the boy. for that.
You gonna fight me
Bitch
for
is
this large
bad as
shirt?
fuck.
I was like, were you not just
Yes.
right there? Like I brought that up and everything.
Well, I
but
was
I
on
was
the
like,
phone.
yeah,
Well, he was still
I
on
was
the
on the
phone.
phone the whole time. That bitch is
I was
bad
gonna-
as fuck, dude.
Big Sean's album, the last one.
You asked me how I liked it.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Sean dude. But I was
Both
like,
me and you are big Sean fans.
I was-
Because we talked about what the first album for like a long time.
dude,
at one
so
point.
long, bro. Finally Famous was just like
It was a great debut album.
yeah.
Debit?
Debit. Yeah,
No,
he
that's
had
cool.
that shit on credit. No, dude, like it was a great debut album, and it was like, I don't know, I felt like you heard his best shit coming out, and it was like,
It was like him.
Yeah.
Like his prime was at the start. That's
and
what
it was a
sounded
good
like.
part of
Yeah.
my life. Like it was just like a,
Everything hit.
yeah, it was a good moment. It was like, and listening back to it now, it's like nostalgic, but
Yeah.
I don't know, something about this album, like he's been so like spiritual and into his
Yeah,
own
doing,
like
like, his
journey
own
and stuff.
thing.
I'm like, his music I feel like is different, but also the same.
His flow has gotten better. I'll say
Yeah.
that much.
But it's like, I don't know. I don't feel like a lot is,
Change with him.
yeah, changing in the good way. Like I like how some of the beats on Finally Famous were so different than they are now, and like I like how what was it, Dark Paradise?
Yeah, Dark Sky Paradise.
Yeah, like I liked how that had a vibe on the whole album. Had a vibe of like a similar sound.
The last one that had a vibe was what? The one before this? It was, what is it called? It was the one with like Move, Bounce Back, all that stuff on it. I Decided? Is it called I Decided?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like
It was like the gloomy.
it was like 3 colors. It was like, fuck yeah.
It was like future him and past him, basically.
Yeah.
I remember the concept.
I
Of the
like
album,
that because it was like he was talking to himself, and he's like,
basically.
yeah.
Now this one's just like
I don't know.
spiritual level type stuff. So
This one to me kind of felt like it was like DJ Khaled put it together or something. It felt like kind of, I don't know. There are some good songs on it.
Mhm.
Like I think Wolves was good to me.
yeah, with Post Malone and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
did like that one. I like Body Language with Janae
Yeah.
and Ty. That was really good.
Yeah, but anyway,
The
sick.
the Travis Scott song was like really hype. What was it? The one with like all of Detroit rappers. The last song. What was it called? Friday Night Cypher.
Oh, that had like 8 or 9 rappers on it,
Bro,
right?
all of them were Detroit rappers, and what the basic goal of that was back when he was like really young. Apparently, every Friday night they had like a cipher to put together raps. So he just like invited like a bunch of Detroit rappers. He invited T Grizzly, Asian Doll, who else? Sade Baby, Eminem, Royce the 5'9". He invited everybody over there so that it can be rap, and they had like what 5 different beats on that one song.
Talking about Dark Sky Paradise.
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
the album, but we're
The
talking
dark
about
album?
that one. Was the one we were just talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Dude, the Metro Boomin album was dope.
I did really like that one.
Yeah.
I really like that one. Let me see what's here.
But yeah, the Hall of Fame was like finally famous, so
Yeah, I remember hearing
Detroit.
Body Language for sure and Friday Night Cypher. Because I remember the Eminem verse like blew the fuck up for a minute.
Yeah,
And I was like, wait, what? And
because
I,
he came out. It's
listened.
like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like he came
It
at
was
the end.
all kind of mellow, almost like monotone.
Dude, I'm
And then
not
he came
gonna
out with
lie, I
fucking-
don't remember this.
The Friday Night Cypher?
Yeah, I don't.
song?
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like,
know if maybe I didn't make it
it's
to
a
that.
10-minute song.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty
like,
sure. I'm pretty sure the reason why.
Is it like One Train?
basically?
Yeah.
Basically, it's one train with 5 beats.
Okay.
Yeah, it's insane. It's good. I like it, but I've been like on a lot of different.
I think
music, I'm not gonna lie.
this is weird, dude. Like I find a lot of the times that I end up liking people individually more than I like their craft. Like maybe I liked their craft when they were younger. Like I like Big Sean individually as a person more now than I liked how he was back then. But I liked his music back then more than I like it now.
Yeah.
And I say that with Chris, like at least in person I like his stand up more, but I like his podcast more.
Yeah.
Because like you can really hear him live action go through thoughts that I actively think or like maybe situations we've all been in and you're like, whoa, that is a funny way to look at that. Like, but I don't necessarily always like his stand up, but I like him more now individually.
Yeah.
It's like weird. I don't know, that's weird how things change.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
How do you feel about E40, Justin?
E40.
Yeah.
Please hold back your excitement.
You not a fan?
No, not really.
Oh, damn. Okay, well.
I will say this.
E40 is like one of my favorite people of all time.
Plays that shit enough.
I love
He's just
his
blasting
album,
the music in the morning.
his
It's like,
album-
It's 8 a.m.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. It's not in the morning. It's when he's cooking and I come home, or when he's like vibing, doing his laundry or whatnot. It's like it'll be in between podcasts or some shit, or like it's just enough.
His album with Be Legit, Connected and Respected, that came out a couple years ago. Fire, dude. So good. I'm serious. I love E40. I really do.
What's going on is like this is how we felt, or this is how he felt when we were talking about Dragon Ball Z.
Basically.
We're like,
get on
you
that
can
E40
say
game.
more things we don't know.
Y'all get
No,
on that
like,
E40
bro,
game because it shit's no joke.
Look, we'll listen to a whole E40 album if you watch one saga, not even an entire like Dragon Ball Z.
Which saga?
Just
does he
one
have?
saga.
Which
Dude,
saga does he-
No.
honestly,
Hey, you know what? No,
I would do the
it's good.
Frieza. If you're gonna put somebody on one,
That's how he started.
yeah.
Or the Saiyan saga. The Frieza saga is hella long.
Ooh,
That's why.
Saiyan.
That's why it's like. That's why it's like.
But
You
it's
know
like
what?
it sets up so much.
Don't even pick because I'm not gonna watch. It's cool. E40's got enough followers, and I'm one of them, and it's cool, dude.
Dude, you know what saga is like underrated? Is like the Red Ribbon Army, like in between when like the androids came out.
The
like,
Android saga. Yeah.
Yeah, right before Cell.
My favorite is the Majin Buu saga.
Ooh, yeah, me too.
Majin Buu is my favorite.
But
villain.
I always like when they go back to
You say
like
Majin
Dr.
Buu?
Majin
Gero.
Buu. Majin.
Majin Buu.
It's the name of the villain.
Who is the rapper that has that on his face? Is that Kid Buu?
I think it is Kid Buu.
But I thought there was another rapper that had like the Majin Buu M on them.
I don't think so. Yeah, start anime. It's not bad. I
Bro,
promise you it is.
Dragon
probably
Ball
won't.
Z is
I'm not gonna lie,
transcending.
I'll probably won't.
how about this? I give you one to watch. If you don't like it, you don't have to do anything else.
He's like, I ain't even got to do that.
Hey, you know what? I'm not watching it now. I don't need to.
I'm
good.
One I always suggest to people is like Death Note.
I never saw
Death
that.
what?
Death Note.
Death
Note.
Note.
You're talking about the anime, not the movie.
Yes, the anime. The
Yeah.
anime is.
Was
way
the movie any
The
good?
fuck is Death Note?
People-
about?
The Netflix
It's
one?
rushed.
Is it scary?
apparently. It's supposed to be, but it's really
Just
not.
give him the plot real quick.
So, in Japan, they believe in what's called shinigamis, which are basically gods of death.
Mm-hmm.
And what they have are like notebooks where you can basically write somebody's name and they die. One of the shinigamis dropped their notebook in the real world, and a human found it.
And so they just started writing all kinds of names.
Yes,
and shit.
they're basically like writing a bunch of writing everybody's name in the book that's done like wrong, like people like that's killed, raped, other stuff like that.
Oh,
there.
so this is a good thing.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
he's
What it's
basically
become.
he's basically
Okay,
doing
okay,
good
okay,
by
okay.
becoming a murderer.
Oh, okay.
And so now they're launching.
It's
it
like
a-
Dexter.
Yeah, he's like offing all the people that are doing bad shit.
Mhm, but it,
Gotcha.
basically, like they're launching an investigation to find out who's killing these people, and it's a bunch of plot twists and turns that are like crazy.
Interesting.
Now,
And it's not that long either. It's like what, maybe 30 episodes?
30
That's it?
episodes.
Yeah, it's not a long. It's a 1-season anime.
I
That's
didn't know that.
Mhm.
Now, Netflix came out with like a live action
Their
movie
own
of it.
adaptation.
Yeah. And the trailer looks good. Like, as far as like if you've never seen anything, and I haven't, but I'm aware of it. But I'm like, I wonder because no live action Dragon Ball Z movie has ever landed. It's just trash.
Yeah.
They just don't exist, which is wild because it's so good. Did you like the Pokemon movie that was live action?
I haven't seen it. I have not seen it.
I liked it.
I've been watching.
Like, I don't think it was the best ever, but it's kind of like how DC Comics come out with like live action movies. It's like they're not the worst.
but it's still like some.
Yeah, it's like you
Doesn't
could
the
tell
same
like
way.
it's like kind of B level.
Mm.
Like I feel like they could have picked better stars in the movie, but I feel like the way they animated everything in the Pokemon movie was so good, and like they picked the right characters per like Pokemon. Like they like got it realistic to the character of the Pokemon. You know,
Yeah.
like Psyduck was just like the whole time was like
Yeah.
like walking around like confused, and I'm like, yep, that's him.
What you call it? I was at the movies like the other weekend watching the Demon Slayer movie.
Damn, for some reason I didn't know the movies were back.
Yeah, I didn't know either till last night.
It's
really?
It's still
Yeah.
back. It's back, but there's like a bunch of restrictions.
You can't sit next to each other.
You can like
There's no
get,
hand
like,
jobs.
Get like aisles,
What the
but
fuck? Why are you going to the movies then?
but like there's certain sections blocked off. Like let's say if I got a seat here, and you try to buy a seat, you have to be at least one seat apart from me.
What?
But if you go in with somebody, you can sit next to them.
Yes,
Okay. Because
Okay.
they already make
because I had
the
to like
car.
I went with
You realize that's not 6 foot.
Yeah, it's like, what, a foot and a half?
Yeah.
basically, but I had like sat with my homeboy and I had to buy his
No
ticket
hand
along
jobs.
with it in order for us to be able to sit together because we bought it separately. It was going to be like he had to sit
Yeah.
apart.
Did you see the new Brawley movie in theaters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was insane. Like the new Dragon Ball movie. Like you
You're like,
like,
you want me to leave?
this is
or-
Look,
I could
I'm
just
not
cut
trying
out-
to be
like
look,
since anime got so normalized, everybody's watching it. Like
Yeah, dude.
whenever I went to go see the Broly movie, it was like a lot of people there. Like
Dude,
it was packed.
when
This was way before-
Resurrection F came out, like
Oh yeah.
I remember like I didn't know that Dragon Ball Z was coming back out with stuff, and then I found out, and then I was like, oh, it's gonna be in theaters. Nobody's gonna be there. I'm gonna fucking
No, people are
bro.
there.
I couldn't
People
get in
now
the
love-
first one.
People
huh?
love anime like
Yeah.
to the death. Like
It's weird that it's not more in theaters. It's like whenever Dragon Ball Z drops in theaters, it's only there for a day
what's it called?
or like a single weekend drop. It's not there for like weeks. Or I haven't seen it like that.
The Demon Slayer movie had broke records in Japan and the U.S. It's the #1 rated movie that's like ever lived.
what?
Like first week like weekend.
That's what the anime is called, or
Demon
that's what
Slayer.
the movie is called.
the movie's called Demon Slayer: The Mugen Train,
Okay.
and the box office. Let me see exactly how.
That's when you went a few days ago. You said.
Yes, I went because it just came out in the U.S. like earlier.
And it's dubbed, or
there's dub and sub.
when you watch it in theaters, what was it?
I went to go see it in dub. I didn't want to see it in dub, but
Yeah.
everybody else did. So
I honestly wonder how big of a change. You know what dub is?
Yeah, dubbed over versus subtitled shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what the big difference is, like what we are culturally missing.
What?
What the fuck? Wow, okay. Don't have any resolution on the picture.
But
That almost looks like Mega Man. Like the blue guy with the fucking is solid blue. You know what I'm talking about?
Mind?
No.
Is it? Yeah, Mega Man. Mega
Mega
Man
Man.
is the one with solid blue.
Do you get a picture of that trailer or the fucking poster so I can like get a better idea of what it's gonna be?
450 mil, dude.
It's because it has great animation. It's a decent story. All it is just basically people who become demon slayers. The demons are basically kind of similar to vampires, the way they can't be out in the sun and stuff like that. And they just go around basically
It
killing and
almost looks
stopping
like
them.
what was that shitty Christmas movie nobody liked with the train?
Polar
The
Express.
Polar
Polar
Express.
Express
That's-
with
that
like
movie was
fucking-
Fucking love
good.
that movie. That shit slaps, dude. It's got Tom Hanks. What's up, dude?
All right, we're not talking after this at all for the rest of
Yeah, I know, dude. Fuck.
But it was a good movie. It was a really good movie.
No.
That's insane that it made that box office just from, especially in the time.
That's like
right
a
now.
fucking Marvel movie
You know
right
what I'm
there.
saying? Like,
It was the number.
with all the restrictions they have going on, the fact
What
that
you
they're
just
doing
showed
shit
us,
like
was that worldwide or was that just in the U.S.?
That's worldwide.
That was worldwide.
Okay, wow, yes.
I think. Well, actually, I think that was just Japan.
Didn't Infinity War hit like $1 billion?
Infinity War hit like $1 billion after a month, I think.
Yeah.
Not even
like,
not even that. I think less than a month.
what?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is
Endgame,
wor-
I know, hit $1 billion. Yeah.
This is worldwide.
I think Endgame did $2 billion.
And that's
It'd be-
Endgame.
Yeah, that's Endgame.
And this
And that's now.
No, this is Infinity War. Sorry.
Okay, so Endgame, I
Endgame.
think, is more than that. But we're talking about now prices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.7.
So almost $3 billion, but that's right now. But when it was coming out, it hit that Billy pretty quick.
Can you believe that Avatar 10 years ago? Because it came out in what?
2011, 2010?
It had to have been.
I think it was 2010.
It was like really old. Talking about the last
2009.
Okay, 20.
the last
That
Airbender
shit
or the
hit-
regular one?
That shit hit
$1 billion.
2.8 billion.
But it was the first movie to hit $1 billion.
Yeah. And Endgame is the only movie that's ever topped it.
Well,
Because-
Infinity War too.
The Infinity War. Did
Infinity War
hit it?
didn't.
Yeah, it just was on $2 billion. You just showed me right before this.
No. I'm saying Endgame's the only one that's beaten it.
Oh, and Avatar is still more than $2 billion?
Yes. What?
Let's see.
Look.
2.798.
Become highest grossing movie.
Yep.
Avatar tops Avengers.
Okay, yes,
Endgame.
this is
Wait,
opening.
what?
Right.
This is
We're
opening.
just-
This is opening.
Avatar
this
beat it.
Or did that?
300,
Dude, shout out Avatar.
350 in Japan opening weekend.
Wow.
350 mil opening weekend.
Yes. It had apparently in North America, it tied with what's it called?
Top
With
Gun.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
They were both
I heard
opening
that
weekend.
shit was terrible.
I've been getting mixed reviews.
That's what
I haven't
heard,
seen it
too.
yet.
I heard it was like kind of not like.
But they said it doesn't make
Dude.
sense. There's like one part.
Yeah,
Apparently,
they said it was like kind of like
they're
it
missing.
Just fell the fuck off.
Apparently,
almost.
there's like multiple characters that were missing that should have been in there.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what?
I heard too.
You know what hits better than that? And I don't even have to see that. The old Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh yeah.
I haven't
Guaranteed.
seen that one.
Yeah.
Bro, it's good. Or you know what hits even harder than that? The real life Mario. And the
I think I know what
Luigi
you're talking
movie,
about.
like
I
the
think I know what
live
you're
action
talking
one with fucking. I think his name's like Luis. Just fucking watch it. It's good, dude. It's fucking good. It's hilarious. Get
You know
on
what's
your
gonna be all
feet.
those though? Is Top Gun 2. Shit comes out the end of the year.
Honestly, is there a good trailer out for it yet?
Yeah.
Like that shows like the plot kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go. Venom 2's coming out soon.
I tell you what, that first one
Dude,
was
yeah, let
the
there
first
be
one-
carnage.
fire, dude.
Yes.
The first one was so good.
The first
I
one
think
was
I watched
really
it on
good. The first one
Amazon.
surprised me. I was like, oh, this is actually really, really good.
Dude, that shit hit. I mean, he played the part stupid good, I feel like. Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Some people are just like
I love
they
that.
find the right character.
I feel like he also plays that kind of like villainous,
Yeah.
kind of hard fucking dude.
Well,
You know what I'm
Venom's
saying?
supposed to be like an anti-hero anyway. So he's
Right.
kind
So
of
he
similar
plays-
as like Deadpool. So
Yeah. So I think he played that part so fucking well. So it's like, yeah, that movie was.
I just
fire.
really hope they figure all this like Sony and Disney shit out to where it's like they can
Well-
like coexist.
Well, you know the reason why they did that stuff, right? Like back when, let's see, like when Sony, back in like what? Back when Tobey Maguire was still doing the movies.
They won off.
They
it, so
want
could-
they only want they didn't want Marvel. They wanted Spider-Man. That's it.
Yeah.
And they was like, no, you can't have it. So you got to take either one or the other.
What?
Yeah.
So
And that's why like the Fantastic Four has been done like so many times is because they keep messing it up, and then like they won't have the rights for it, and then they just got the rights back again for it so they could make.
Yeah.
And I think fucking John Krasinski or whatever his last name
Krasinski.
Krasinski is gonna be the fucking Dr. Stretch or whatever.
Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah.
Seen John
Dude, I fucking hope
Fantastico.
so, and I fucking hope his wife is Mrs. Fantastic. Like I know it's like
What's his
fan
wife's
made.
name?
Huh?
What's his wife's name?
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Did you watch the what's the movie they did?
Quiet Place.
Quiet Place.
Trailer for the
trailer looks
new
crazy.
one.
Dude,
No, when I saw it in theater, when I saw the trailer in theaters, I was like,
Dude,
yeah,
no,
this is
no.
gonna
A
be
Quiet
it.
Place period. Did you see the first one?
I haven't seen the first one, but I
The
know
first one is so good,
really
and
good.
fucking 10 words are said in the whole movie, and you're hooked the whole movie.
It
I
is
was
really
like,
good.
dude, I'm a big Office fan, so I'm a big Jimmy Halper fan, which is him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm gonna watch this because I'm a fan of him, and I'm like 10 minutes in, and I'm like, this is so damn good.
Yeah.
What about?
It
is
is
a good
insanely
movie.
good for nothing to be going on. It's so
And
good.
still everything going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
What about Saw?
I don't
new
watch
one?
Saw anymore. I haven't watched
the
Saw
new-
since Saw
There's
1.
a new one.
Yeah,
There's
I
a new
haven't
one with
watched
Chris
was it
Rock.
Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson.
But it's called something else. It's called
Riven or something like that.
it's called Spinal.
Spinal, yeah.
It really is.
it. Is it really?
It's
Yeah.
really called Spinal. I broke my
My
back.
back is broken.
It's Spinal. Somebody should do like a fan made trailer for it, and it'd be like Mike Tyson doing the voiceover. I broke my back.
It's spinal, and then the cover for the spinal.
It's Chris Rock, and he's like, it's
Yeah.
Chris Rock. Like they put his face on the dude that was interviewing Mike.
Yeah.
I still haven't.
It's Spinal.
Did you?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was like, I still haven't seen the what was it serious role for like Adam Sandler. What's that movie called?
Oh, Uncut Gems.
You dude, so good.
Really?
I heard
really
it was
like
good.
it.
I heard it was good. I still need to watch.
I've
I
it.
like
heard
it.
Mixed reviews on. I guess Adam Sandler. I have mixed reviews on,
Yeah.
or people tell me mixed reviews, but I've
I feel
heard
like-
mixed reviews on that movie too.
I just feel like I feel like he's not really one for serious role, but I feel like he can play a serious role if need
Dude,
be.
the reason why I feel like it is good is because when you see him do the role, it's believable. Like
That's
this
what
role,
matters. That's like it's the same thing with like watching Tom Hanks. You see Tom Hanks, you're like, oh, that's who he is.
Yeah.
That's who he actually
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
No, I guess that does make sense though. You could see him being that person.
Yeah.
You could see Adam Sandler being that person.
There's a good ending to it that just watch the movie.
What was
you'll-
that fucking?
The ending makes the whole movie believable. You know what I'm saying? So like you might not believe, you're like, yeah, but how could that happen? And like how could somebody whatever.
Watch the movie.
Yeah, just watch
You
the movie.
can't-
It's a
you
good
can't spoil
ending,
it.
dude.
Did you guys watch Get Out? When
I saw
came
Get Out.
This is
Yeah.
like a,
Yeah, I saw
it's a
Get
couple
Out when
years
it came
ago.
out.
I've only seen the first like.
I saw Get Out. I saw Us. Both of those were really
Us.
good.
Dude,
was
Us was
that?
so good.
Us was really good. Us was like the one with the inverted family.
It's like the same family. It's basically them coming after themselves.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
plot, the twist at the end was insane.
Dude, Candyman. Have you heard about Candyman?
I heard about Candyman, but I haven't seen.
That was
anything
supposed
about
to
it
come
yet.
out, I think, like this Halloween.
Was
but
that
I think
fucking
this...
Nicolas Cage?
Was it?
Never mind.
Anyways, so like
I'm asking a fucking genuine question, and this is the response I get.
This is
You fuck, dude.
this is Cody.
This is a piece.
This is Cody.
Yeah, dude. This
what
is.
are you saying? This is Cody. What do you mean?
Look
Dude.
at you, dude.
Dude, you're
Sometimes you
are
just
the most
can't give it attention.
You are legally the most condescending person I've ever met. I'm like, yo, is this what this is? And you're like, are you fucking dumb? And I'm like, no, I'm asking a real question. I
like
don't know.
like he'll clown on you, but he'll make it seem like it's
And-
funny.
and then
Okay,
he makes
okay,
you
look.
this fucking big. He makes you feel this big, and it's like,
No,
dude, I'm trying to
no.
ask you a real question because I don't fucking know, and now you're making me
No.
feel like shit.
No.
So tell me, is it the one with Nicolas fucking Cage?
He's not gonna answer it. He's
so-
not gonna answer it.
So just listen. So just listen. When I know I'm this dumb, you can't get no dumber. So when you get dumber, I'm like, you can only get this dumb.
Dude,
So
listen,
it blows my
you know-
mind.
You want to know something? You know how you feel when people ask you dumb questions and you do that shit?
Do what shit?
What you just did, the condescending shit, where you're like, I'm this dumb and you can't get more dumb than this?
Yes.
Okay, that's how we feel when you ask us questions all the time. And
I
we still
know.
answer them. Do you answer any of ours? Not even one of them.
Nicholas,
Be better.
I don't even
We're-
think like
be-
like he
we're
like
talking
dumb
to-
questions. I just like
No,
you just
no.
have a question. I'm gonna answer it.
Look,
No, you're
there-
not getting what I'm saying. We
I
feel
feel-
like what you just felt all of the time around you.
Okay.
So don't be a dick, because we do it all day long.
All right, we're
Answer
talking
the
about,
question.
but I just feel like Nicolas Cage. He's white, yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele only does exclusively black films.
He does do exclusive. Now that he says that, I'm like,
Okay.
oh yeah.
So I feel like that was such an obvious. I thought you were making a joke because I don't like Nicolas Cage.
The thing is, I don't think he knows that because Jordan Peele did say where he doesn't.
Yeah, but he
want
knows
a
I don't
main
like
white
Nicolas
character.
Cage.
Jordan Peele specifically.
So I thought it was like a joke at me, like a
because,
jab,
fucking,
look.
like is that
Nicolas
with Vin
Cage has
Diesel?
no, because
And you know I
Nicolas
don't
Cage
like
has
Vin
a
Diesel.
movie coming out about a fucking festival, like a town festival.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know
what you're talking
that.
about, but it wasn't Candyman. But here's the reason why.
But it's the same kind of
Hold
thing.
on, no,
and
keep
that's why I
going
was
on
like,
the
oh,
plot.
that's it.
I don't know the plot.
I'm about to tell you the plot. It's like he comes in. It's like a carnival.
He's a villain?
It's a no. He comes into this carnival thing, and he's supposed to either clean up or he's doing maintenance on the shit or whatever. And all of the rides like come alive and shit. It's a spin or it's a
Is
redo.
this a B movie or
It's
an
a-
A movie?
is this?
It's more of a B movie, I guess.
Mm.
But it's a redo of an old or maybe a book or an old movie.
Now, if
Willy's
it,
Wonderland.
now hold on. If it is called Candyman,
It's called,
I
it's
apologize.
called Willy's
It's
Willy's
called Willy's
Wonderland.
Wonderland.
Oh no, I did not see that. That's on Netflix or on Redbox.
Oh, it's already out?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I thought it was supposed to come out like next year.
No, that I've been seeing that on fucking Netflix
like-
or Redbox every
Where
time I'm
can I
there, and I'm
watch
like,
it?
what the fuck is this?
I want to watch this really bad.
It's been out for weeks now. It seems.
Amazon Prime $2.99, dude.
But look up Candyman real quick from Jordan Peele. Candyman. I don't think that it has a release date now because it was supposed to come out last year, but this whole COVID thing has pushed it back. But
It says 2021.
yeah, it doesn't have a date yet. Hold on, there's already a rating, 8.2 of 10, so it's released.
No,
that
I'm
right?
sure that's probably.
I don't know. He's good at the movies he makes. I will tell
Yeah,
you that.
dude, the
I like the
Candyman
cover
trailer
of
looked
it,
crazy
though.
because I didn't know the
And you
story.
don't think to where Jordan Peele would be this type of person just because of like the Key and Peele stuff.
Yeah, he's so funny.
Is this like old? Is this a redo of an old movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, he could
Fucking-
redo. Dude, you know, what'd be crazy good
is
is
this
if he did it
about?
exclusively black. Fucking, The Shining. That'd be sick as fuck. Cause, dude, the actors he has are so good.
He knows how to pick and choose.
Yes,
what
he does. He knows how to visually pick and choose like the characters that look believable in the positions, also that play well off each other. It's not just like a. Oh, I know, like 10.
You'll throw this person together. Just
Yeah,
because
you're not
it's
just
like-
throwing like stars because they're stars.
Mhm.
You're throwing like legit actors that can legit
I
act.
can fill the position.
Yeah, it's not
Exactly.
just because I know
Dude,
somebody and I'm
okay.
calling in a favor.
Listen, I know you're not a fan of Nick Cage, and I don't know how you feel about Nicolas Cage.
I'm a fan of early work,
Okay,
like Raising Arizona.
this movie I'm about to it's called Mandy.
That sounds familiar.
Dude,
Is that older?
no, it came out 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. It's on Amazon. It's about him and his wife. It's him and his wife. They move into this town, and they move next door to this cult. Right?
Mhm.
It's like I think it's acid. They do like a bunch of acid, right? And his wife does acid. She like quote unquote kind of starts to join this cult, right? And
this
this-
does sound familiar. I
This
think I've seen
cult
this trailer.
calls on these demon bikers, basically. It's like they're demons. Dude, I'm telling you, I shit you not. The plot sounds dumb, but we watched it in the kitchen the other night. Fucking his acting in this movie is crazy fucking good.
I will.
The whole thing is
I will take
filmed-
your word for it. The
It's
issue
so
the issue
worth-
with Nick Cage
it's
movies,
so
you
worth
cannot listen to the plot before you watch the movie.
I know.
You're gonna be like, no. This sounds
really,
retarded.
2018 is
It
when
does
came
sound
out.
retarded, but
And
it's like,
dude, it is so good. It's got a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Now tell me, if he told
That
that
tells- that
story
tells
and
you
he was
something.
10 years old, would you just even care anything
No,
he
dude.
said?
I'd wonder what
You wouldn't.
I'd wonder why he know what
So
acid
it's like,
was.
if you're feeling this strongly about it, I'll watch a
It
trailer and then go
really-
from there.
Dude,
I'd
it's
wonder why he
really
know what acid
fucked.
was if he was 10 years old.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Yeah, but 10
you doing, son?
years old now, they know
Yeah, they
crazy.
know
They
all
know
kinds
about
of shit.
Bitcoin. They know about fucking.
They own Bitcoin.
They'll
10-year-olds own Bitcoin.
I'll call a 10-year-old
I actually
up
do
right now
invest
and
in
be like, I got
cryptocurrency.
problems with my camera, and they're gonna come fix it.
Yeah, they know.
I'm
what
like,
the fuck-
thank you.
They could walk you.
Do you want a
through
fruit
it.
roll up or a Capri Sun? What do you want?
I got OJ in the fridge. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I can drop you off in
And
the
the good
park.
kind, not
What?
the murderer.
I'll drop you off at the park. Like, you can go play by yourself. for like
Yeah,
a few
dude.
hours.
I can put fucking Dragon Ball Z on. We
They're
could
like,
just kick
"No,
it.
I drove. You're like,
You want a
"What?"
beer?
You're like, you
Like-
drove.
Yeah,
You're like,
Tesla.
I have an electric bike. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
the gas shortage itself is like crazy.
But, yeah, that's just dumb people being
shortage?
dumb.
Yeah, it's a short. They made it short. That's it.
Yeah.
Whenever I went to, I had got my gas like what 2 or 3 days ago because was coming from work and what's it called, the Dairy Queen over there by off Scenic.
Yeah.
I had to go get gas from there.
Really?
Yeah.
You had to go all the way over there.
I got
Fuck
lucky
that.
that when I got off work the other day, that the Walmart across the street from mine had just gotten gas, and the line was only like 40 deep.
Only 40.
Only
how do you think
40.
How do you think it is with Buc-ee's?
I haven't waited for
No.
gas.
I know how it was because I was leaving training the other day, and we were driving by Buc-ee's, and I was like, people are stupid. Look how many people. I didn't know about the gas thing. I thought people were just excited to be at Buc-ee's.
That's how it was.
Dude, it was like fucking to the interstate.
Yeah.
To the fucking interstate. Like, people were
I don't
still
think
live
I've
traffic.
Ever sat in line for gas in the past like 4 years.
I did
Like,
whenever.
seriously, I don't.
Have
Like,
you even
I
now?
don't fucking. Huh?
Did you now? No.
I
No,
did.
I drove.
gas?
I drove. I had a half tank of gas when everybody started freaking out, and I was like,
So did I.
I'll wait
That was
till
me.
tomorrow. And literally the next day, I drove through Perdido. Everybody was lined the fuck up for gas. I drove on the way back to Perdido. Nobody was at the gas stations. I was like, okay, cool, and pulled in and got gas. Like, that was it. Even during the hurricane, that like the second or third night after the hurricane hit, me and my homie were like, let's just drive out to Buc-ee's at like midnight when nobody's there. We drove out there. There were 2 cars in the parking lot,
Dude,
and they had all of
because
the
you
gas.
got there at a
So
great
funny.
time.
I went to go do that same thing to go to Buc-ee's like at midnight.
Yeah.
It was like maybe 1 or 2 in the morning. I drove out. The first gas station was full of gas.
Yeah.
I made it like a mile from
seriously.
home, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
What? Yeah.
I didn't
Why
have
am I
power
driving
at
to
home,
fucking-
but
they did.
I got gas, and they had power.
Yeah.
That was how
I'm
it was.
that's
Like
wild.
whenever I did like the Buc-ee's thing, I was like, yeah, I'm turning around. Let me just go.
Yeah.
This was back whenever the hurricane had hit.
Yeah, Sally.
And then I had to go down the street because I went going towards Scenic, but instead made a left to go towards UWF. And that Tom Thumb that's over there on the corner,
Yeah.
I had to wait there, and then the line was like backed up, and I waited like
dude,
a solid hour.
It's like, bro, if I gotta fucking put gas in my car, like I got gas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got gas in the garage.
Yeah.
If I really, the only reason we were like, let's go to Buc-ee's because we had to run generators, and we were like, okay, we need fucking gas, run through the night and shit like that. So I was like, dude, fuck, I'll just either drive somewhere else or wait a day. Like
Yeah.
that's it, you know. But the people around here have the tendency to freak the fuck out when anybody
Honestly,
says
yes.
anything.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
There's no shortage until it gets to that point
Yeah.
where they make
I mean,
it a
shit,
shortage.
we made the shortage, you know.
So,
Well, this has been a solid ass podcast. I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Yeah, dude. Hell
appreciate y'all
yeah.
having me.
Thank you for coming. Thanks for catching up, dude. It's been, like we said, fucking years.
Years.
Hell yeah. I probably won't watch any anime, but it definitely helped.
Dude, but he said that about wrestling, and I got him a little bit in that. So if we give him some good shit to just watch the
I told him.
trailers on,
I told him Death Note. That's the one where you're like, yeah, you're gonna watch it and be like, damn, this is actually kind of nice.
Well,
we'll get you in there.
Yeah, I
figure it out.
I watch anime about a bunch of different things. I watch anime about
Dude,
volleyball.
one day, mark my words,
volleyball?
Volleyball.
mark
that
my
might
words,
be a little bit more. I'm just kidding.
we're gonna go to a WrestleMania one year, and you're gonna be into it.
Oh, I would love to. Even though I'm not into the new shit,
Yeah,
I would still like to just to have the experience. You know?
yeah.
We need to
we'll
get past
figure it out.
COVID first.
Yeah. But
Well, shit. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap this rig up. Thank you. Before we get off of here, do you want to plug any of your social medias or anything like that?
or anything you're doing coming
Yeah.
up.
Nothing personal. Instagram is at Hoppez, HOPPEZ. That's the only thing I mainly got. So,
Word. Oh yeah, dude. Well, thank you again for coming on.
Appreciate
Thanks for
y'all
hanging
having
out
me.
for a little bit. Thank you guys for watching, listening, the whole nine. We're gonna get the fuck up out of here. Yee-yee.
Yee-yee.